affected you, and how have you affected other people? I don't know if you get that.
Okay, so music, it's, as I said earlier in our interviews, music affects me constantly. It's not something that's just not there. So ever since I remember, music has affected me in some shape or form. Now, talking about how what I'm doing and feeling and using music with, how is that affecting other people? Well, what I can see and I hear from others that I touch through living on the B-side, they become more conscious on music in their life. A lot of them take it for granted. They don't realize how important music is in their life and how much it affects them or gives them, especially from an emotional perspective. So by sharing like music I like or songs or artists that affect me and how they affect me, I can see and hear from my audience and friends and acquaintances that it's a fresh way of using music. Become more conscious about what you're listening to and why. They might realize that, at that point in time, I didn't realize that song actually helped me through a breakup and it made me a better person. It helped me deal with my emotions. It helped me become stronger. So I even had a lady, she actually found her business anthem that is now like a guiding star, helping her sort of not visualize, but showcase through music. That's her mission that she wants to achieve through her business. So I think the word that comes up a lot is becoming conscious about music and the impact it has on us. So that's really the effect that I can see and the feedback that I'm getting is becoming conscious on this free tool that we have and how to use it more effectively in our life.
Hi everyone, my name is Marianne C. I'm talking to you from Portugal. Please continue listening to Shevo's wonderful podcast. He's a great, great podcast host.
That's right. I can attest to what you're saying. Okay, are you saying that we should be, from what you're saying now, are you saying we should be selective of the music we listen to? And what kind of music do you classify as good and bad? Is there a bad music, and what do you classify as good and bad music?
Okay, first, I don't think and that's really a basic answer, I don't think that's good or bad music. It's how music affects us. You see, some people, for example, don't like heavy metal because they think it's a music that is hard and harsh and brutal, and it gives them a headache. So it's an individual perception. And so I don't think that's good or bad music. It's how we use music for ourselves and others. And you can probably go through history as well, and that's a whole nother topic if you go about good and bad music. Go when there was conflict, there will be music there, and it depends on how music is used, if it's good or bad. So it's not necessarily that the music is bad. Sometimes us humans use it in maybe not the right way, or a way that is manipulating others. So that's a whole other topic that you could talk about when you say good or bad music. So yeah, I don't think it's a personal taste, obviously, good or bad music. Yeah, I think that's probably the shortest answer I can give you to that one.
Yeah. You know why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because in time past, the music that we had used to be uh, very meaningful, very deliberate. They spoke about peace. They spoke about unity, tranquility, love, respect, and these and other values. But there are a lot of lyrics that you wouldn't even allow your children to listen to. You know that, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was talking about being selective
Yeah.
of what we listen to, because they basically affect us, like you said.
Absolutely.
It's subliminal. Is that the right word?
Yes. Yeah. It goes into your subconscious. Yeah.
It affects the subconscious, right?
Yeah. I mean, in that case, of course, there will always be music that's maybe not as meaningful, that might not have the right lyrics. And in that instance, especially if you, let's say, if you're a parent and you got younger kids and they're listening to something where you think the lyrics are not necessarily beneficial, that might be a good thing to sit down and say, well, why do you like that song? What makes you love it? Because sometimes it might not even be the lyrics, it might just be the beats that someone loves.
Yeah,
and the lyrics are not. So question it. Question. Of course there are like what people probably call hate songs and things like that. Of course there will always be things like that. Of course.
Is there?
Yeah.
Do you think there is a way to like cut them down to like regulate these things?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I mean, obviously you already have like the stickers in the old days when you had CDs and vinyls that told you that there was some language in there that might not be acceptable to everybody. These days, obviously, it's a little bit more difficult because everything is kind of streamed online and you can listen to anything at any time without any warnings. So that's probably a little bit difficult, I think, to do, to regulate that properly. But I'm no expert in that area. I just feel if we just become a bit more conscious of what we're listening to and why, it might help explain a few things. Why someone loves like a song that talks about hate. Why do you love it? Is there something